Hal here with more Space Engineers, yay! And today, in the darkness of sunrise, or solar orbit, I'm not sure, we're going to be working on getting some more power systems up and running on this beast. And to do that, if you noticed in my quick bar there, I have finally broken down and put the nanobot drill system in. We haven't installed it yet, but it's available. But we're going to talk about that, walk you through what the plan is for today, and hopefully get something done. But first, we have to get started, so let's go. So, happy Wednesday, everybody. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day and a terrific week thus far. Grabbing a little bit of power there to get us capped up. Alright, so, what we're doing is making a mess. So the idea is that we're going to remove that connector. We're going to put a conveyor junction in. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to put a conveyor junction in right there or not. I may. I haven't decided yet. But we're going to run conveyors down, across, and up. So I went ahead, did all the exploration drilling, because I had to do a lot of it. You can see where we've diverged around in here somewhat. Alright, so but we have this whole thing connected up, and it is actually connected to the base. Now, this is important because of the fact that, as you can see, we're outside of the shield area here. But we still have a lot of ice over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the drill system online and have it set up so that we can mine all of this out. And then what we will do is have this all piped in, and then we'll leave the piping in, and once we have all the ice out of here, what we'll be able to do then is to repurpose this area as a silo. I'm not sure just how much of a block of ice we still have in here, because we were starting to hit some of the areas where we're starting to hit stone again. But the ice looks like it may carry back that way a little bit. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to do a couple of things. We're going to put the drill in, but we're going to set it up as a turret. And I'm not quite sure which way we're going to pipe all this thing in, but we'll probably do it this way. So I'll need it... How big is this thing? Oh, hello. You look like more like an engine than a drill. Okay, so you're 3 blocks long, so this is actually not a bad spot to mount this thing. Because we're going to end up having this on a couple of rotors so that we can pivot it around. So if we do... Let's see here. Alright, so if... Let's go ahead and mine some of this out. Yeah, because if possible, I don't want to run into a situation where we lose bits if I don't need to. Stone I'm not worried so much about, but the ice I'd like to capture, so...
Inventory full.
It's because I've got a bunch of stuff in my inventory. Alright, so if we chuck you guys down here... let's see if we do that. We drop you, and Bob should pick that stuff up. Yep, awesome. Alright. I could probably just launch it down here and Bob would grab it, but it's not worth the headache. Alright. So just get the floating bits that are in the immediate area out of here. Alright, so now that we have that, actually this will have to be an advanced rotor. Good thing I stopped and thought about that. Actually, I could have used that anyway, but this way we're not screwing stuff up more than we need to. So we want 2 of those, 2 of those. Conveyor blocks. We're going to need 1 of those. All right, and this is basically just getting us set up over here for the stuff that we will need immediately. Once we have it piped in, we'll actually be able to pull stuff out of the rotor. So yeah. So we're gonna get rid of the stone down here. And you are curved and you will fit perfectly there. And like I said, basically what we're going to do is we're going to run these guys basically just down this area. And that'll tie into the support system. But let's go get our inventory empty. And then we will deal with the rest of this. So let's just go ahead and throw all this in here for right now. Let's see here. Are you guys actually crafting? You are? What are you missing? Okay. Cannot withdraw steel tubes. Why can you not withdraw steel tubes? Because you are not actually connected to the network. That's right, I forgot about that. There we go. Because that was set up just for power, which means we're actually going to have to run some connections. Yay. There we go. Alright, and then from there we're going to have... So that'll be our horizontal... So that'll be horizontal. This will be vertical. And we're saying basically have it sit back here-ish. Yeah, I know. I was saying earlier that I was trying to not destroy the ice. So you're at 0. We're not going to want it to go more than something. I'm not sure exactly what range we're going to be looking at there. So you're at 0 there. Alright, so that gets us most of what we're looking for. I need more stuff. Alright. So we're gonna do this. Actually, I just remembered. We've got all of this available. Alright. So we're going to use them. Okay, so yeah, it's been an interesting couple of days. We still have ongoing issues with too much heat in the area, and now we also have some fires out this way. Oh, yeah, it's been interesting. Alright, so we don't want you to be able to move more than... Where are you guys now? 45, we'll say 90, I think. I think that'll be good. Alright, so you are... Oh... I'm trying to remember... We have to name these something specific. We're just going to call it number 1 for right now. And we want your lower limit to be 0 and your upper limit to be 90. Now, I was actually thinking about doing another rotor on this thing, or a hinge maybe. Actually, a hinge might not be bad. Because then hinge would allow us to go that like horizontal. Or vertical, rather. But yeah. It's okay. It works. It works. All right, so we do... We're going to have you come out that way. You're going to come back one. Alright. If we do conveyors like that, and then we should be able... Nope, that'll have to come up one. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. We'll end up with the same general layout. It's just going to be a little bit different. So instead of having it like that, what we'll do is we'll have... guessing something there is causing that. There we go. We'll have it come up one, over one, and then circle back to there. All right, and we're not in a gravity well, so I don't need to worry about making sure the brakes are turned on this thing for right now. Yeah. So that should be most of the little
Energy
stuff.
low.
And so what we'll be able to do is we'll be able to rotate this down. Hell, I may not even have to put the turret controls on it. I might just eyeball this beast. That might work. Okay. Let's go figure out how we're going to pipe stuff in, because we do have the connection here. So I guess what we could do is hang back here for a second. Come on, Bob, grab the stuff for us. Awesome. Thank you. So if we take that out, put that in there. Flip this over. And there you go. And we'll let Bob weld all that up. What are you missing? You're not missing anything. You're just Bob being Bob. Okay. And I think for what we're doing right now, I'm just going to run this straight over. Or mostly straight over, because this portion of it is mostly temporary. We will have some of this become permanent, and once we get it to be permanent, then we'll deal with it. But this is going to be a long-term temporary solution. For those who've ever been in the military, you know exactly what I'm talking about. All right. Okay, here. So we go here. We go here. And this is going to go. Son of a. Really? There we go. Okay, so we do that. We do that. We get you. And then we run you guys straight up the line.
Energy critical.
Yeah, I know. And so what I'll probably do is I'll bring one of the ships over that has Bob on it. And we'll weld this stuff up. Alright, so basically just keeps us out of the way. All right. Come on. Is that enough? I don't know what they've done with these damn collision boxes. Like, you used to be able to play, like, you can place straight ones where they're 90% into the terrain. But for some reason, Every once in a while, you'll find this one. Oh, it's because I need interior plates. See, I'm sitting here complaining. Wrong way. Come on. There we go. It's like I've got a path on the way out, and I can't find my way out of this place. Okay. Let's hop in here really quick. There we go. Quick. Ah! Woof. Okay. Oh, so, yeah. We're in the middle of a heat wave. We've got fire going on, and it's close enough that... not a risk, but, yeah, we've got so much smoke. I had to close the doors. Well, for those who have been with me long enough, you know that I complain about it fairly regularly. We don't have AC in our house. We have a condo, and it's, you know, the condo was built back in like the early 80s. Back when the Bay Area, you know, a heat wave as if it went over like 72, right? But yeah, so it's just like, it's ridiculously warm. I've got one of those cool cloths. It's basically a, I don't want to say microfiber, but it's a type of like double layer knit thing, like that you soak it. Just basically, you just do the same thing with a t-shirt. A lot of people do the same thing. You soak it and you put it back on, and you know the evaporative cooling. Yeah, it's so warm that this thing dried in about 5 minutes. Oh, and yeah, but this, even with the doors closed, it's a little smoky in here, so it's just oh, interior plates. Helps if I have them. Okay. Considering I need them for what we're building. Let's grab a couple hundred of those, and then, like I said, what I'll do is we'll get this portion, because it's only a little bit of block left here. So what I'm going to do is get these guys met up really quick. There. We'll get these to meet up, and I'll go grab one of the vehicles with Bob on it, and we'll basically turn Bob into a mobile welder. Alright, so that gets us everything up to this point. So I basically need a ridiculous number of pipes. I need like 600 motors. Because I want to say I had about 100 of interior plates. So it's going to be about 600 motors. A lot of tubes, a lot of construction components. Yeah, we should be able to get all of that into our little runabout with Bob. So let me go ahead and get all of that set up. We'll get Bob up here and welding, and I'll bring you back once we have everything configured. So we'll be, well, for you, it'll be right back. And we are back. Alright, so as you can see, Bob is doing Bob's things. And we are going to put ourselves in first person so that we can kind of drift our happy little butts up here. Now I should have enough parts to actually build all of this stuff. We'll find out. So Bob, you hang out there. We have enough Bobs to keep everything running, so make sure that there are no breaks in this line. Doesn't look like it. Yep, look at that. It turned green. That tells me it's good. Okay, get out of the tunnel. Come on. Alright, so that all welded up. Now I brought a bunch of extra parts, so we might see Bob weld up the rest of this stuff. Definitely see Bob picking stuff up. Okay. Alright, so while this is going on, let's Actually, do I still have it on here? Or? Nope, it's not on there. Okay, so yeah. Playing around with some stuff over the last day or two. One of the things that I was playing with was, let's go in here and I'll show you really quick, ore detectors. So azimuth ore detector, as you know, are pretty nice. You know, they basically allow you to double the range on a vanilla ore detector. Unless you're using the space only one. If you're using the space only version of these detectors, you can set it out to, I think, like 5 kilometers or something like that is the max range. It may be further. So those are a little broken, but they work. All right. Okay, let's see if you have any. Block is switched off. Okay. I wonder if we can set. Alright, we're going to turn that off. Okay, so we want drill. Yeah, we want drill mode. Don't care so much about the stone. We're going to disable stone for right now. We just want... Oh, you can do fill material. Is there a none? This is what I'm looking for here. I guess not. Okay. Is there... Let's see here... Okay, so, yeah, so I basically, it doesn't look like I actually need to do anything with this. I guess you are here. I want you to be 0 the max for upper limit and maybe 270 for the lower. Because that'll be reverse 90. That should actually 270. So it'd be negative 45, but... Alright. Come here, you. Oh. Advanced rotor. There you go. And we are going to set you... upper limit to 0, and you are going to be negative 45. So if we reverse you, you turned on, yeah. So we go, what is that? Negative 1. Oh, hello. Look at that. Now we turn this thing on. Why are you drilling stone still? I don't understand why you're still drilling stone. I don't want you drilling stone. Okay, it's pulling ice. Alright. No stone in the grid. Okay. What are you... Okay, how do you work then? What is this doing? I want you to ignore stone. Don't... Why are you... Alright, I guess we're going to have to pull the stone too. Because otherwise I'm going to end up with a bunch of stone floating around over here. See? Alright. We just want you to be all the way down here. Go ahead and pick it up. What are Disable stone, maybe? Oh, interesting. I'm wondering if there is... Let's show on HUD, and we want to see... Show area. Because I'm betting you are probably some ridiculous amount. Alright, and then this will be offset. Down 10%, because that is entirely too bloody loud. Are you is that the vertical offset? No. Horizontal offset? $33.5. I'm kind of curious to see if I can see that coming out of the asteroid. I have a feeling that's going to be coming out of the asteroid. Hey, look at that. Oh, yep, that'll be coming out of the asteroid. Okay. Oh, how close is the ice from here? 63 meters from here. So reduce it by, yeah, 30-ish meters. Like 35 meters? Not 30 meters. There. Because it'll take it from both ends. It will truncate this from both the front and the back. Oh, let's see here. So we want that to be depth. So let's take that there, maybe. And we'll do 0. How about 18? Let's go 25 then, so that it's just in front of this beast. And then what we can do is we can basically pivot the rotor as we need to do the drilling. I'm curious to see here. It's actually good to know. I mean, that it would have been nice if it was set to do something as a smaller size by default, and then you have the ability to push, you know, make it larger than it already is. But hey, it does what it's doing, and that's okay by us. It also gives us a nice flat line there too. Look at that. That's actually showing you where the voxel grid is. That is cool. Okay, so I'm gonna let this run for a little while. Yeah, we're gonna let this run for a little bit, and then what we will do is I will reposition this thing, and we're gonna have it punch straight up from here ish, mostly straight up from here. And I'll probably end up having to clean it up a little bit. But the idea is that we're going to be taking all of this ice out, or as much of this ice out as we can get. And then we're going to have a base that we're going to build in here, a bit of a silo. And the silo will have a deployable solar array. Sorry, between the smoke and the heat. Man, losing my train of thought. Yeah. Alright, so I think we'll do one more quick cut. I'm going to let this thing run for a while. I'm going to turn on the fan in the house, see if I can get this place to cool down while we're doing it. Yeah, and we'll be right back. And we're back. And yes, that is the fan on in the background because, I have been sitting here for about an hour and a half since the last time we were together. And it is now over 100 degrees in my living room because of the PC. Oh, so let me show you what we've got going on here. I've gone ahead and put a second one of these drilling things in because the first one was just kind of epic. So, yeah. It has slowly been grinding through all of this stuff, and I think that once we've gotten this column done, these things are coming out because they are just ridiculously overpowered. Oh my god, look at this stuff, man. Oh, it's like watching a 3D printer in reverse. It is hilarious. So, yeah, I actually wanted to get more done on the column tonight. But like I said, it is now after midnight locally. I started recording at, I don't know, like a 9:30 or so. So it's been a little bit tonight. So I'm going to call this one here. But I did want to show you what was going on with it and how everything was looking. One of the things that I did do is I went ahead and drilled out. This thing is slowly catching up to us. Show you where it's coming out at up here. So the idea is, once everything is said and done, I see it. Oh, it's my shadow. Oh, look. Once everything is said and done, and the drills have removed all of this material, I'm going to continue up so that this entire thing comes out. And then we will have a piston system that will come up out of the middle. And we're going to have solar panels set up to be able to basically set to track the sun. We're going to have the ISI's solar tracker script running. Sorry, it is so bloody hot. I am having trouble focusing. So yeah, the idea is that this will be a column of metal coming up, basically a giant tube that we're going to have the solar panels in. I don't know how we're going to close it. What I wanted to do was have the like large hangar doors or something, but I'm not sure if that's going to work the way I want it to. I may have to find one of the larger door systems. I know what I can do. I can put the force field doors on here. I have to see if that mod is still a thing. Because that will, actually no. Because those still only go, I think, like 6 or 7 blocks across. And this is, I want to say 20-ish blocks. It's like 21, 23, something like that. Well, crap. Okay, we'll figure something out. I may have to build a custom door of some kind, which wouldn't actually be it could be kind of interesting. Have something up on pistons and hinges. Ooh, I've actually got an idea for a door, but I'm going to surprise you with it. So I'm going to keep letting this drill system run. Let it get all of this earth out of here for us, because it is a lot of rock. I actually had to expand our storage area a little bit. Let me show you what we did. Oh, so we have everything coming down here. And down in here where we had our first large cargo container, we have not one, not two, but 3 of these beasts. And I actually set this up so I can put a 4th one here if I need to. Mainly because of the fact that it's just ridiculously crazy how much stuff we're pulling out. In fact, I can show you because I think I put everything in this one. So this is what we have refined right now. And then obviously the stone and ice that we have pulled out. We want to find the rest of the ingots, right? So here's what our refinery has been pumping out. Oh, just a little bit of material in here. So yeah, it's nice because of the fact that it is burning through a lot of material, so we actually will have a ridiculous amount of stuff available. The one downside is that it doesn't have all of the material we want, like more platinum, obviously. But with this drill, and this is the reason I'm probably going to take it out. I'm either going to take it out or I'm going to narrow the scope of it, so that it's roughly the size of what the drill bits are. Because it is just, yes, they take a lot of power to run, but the power to efficiency, or I should say the power to resource efficiency, is completely out of whack. And it's a little tweaky and a little cheaty even for me, so of course I don't actually do a whole lot of cheaty stuff with mods. I generally don't use the cheaty ones, but so it works really well, and maybe a little too well, but yeah, we'll leave it at that. So I think it's an amazing mod. It's awesome with what it's doing, but at the same time, yeah, I think it's a little OP, but that's okay. Alright, so like I said, we're going to get out of here. I want to thank you all for stopping in. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, want to do something nice for me today, or you know, just want to see more, be sure to hit that subscribe button. If you have already subscribed and you don't have notifications turned on, there's a little bell icon next to the subscribe button. I do recommend you click it, only because of the fact that YouTube can track you. No, no, seriously, it lets me know that all of it is engagement, and all of it helps the YouTube system promote the videos out. But more importantly, all of this stuff also lets me know that you're enjoying the content, and that's really what's more important to me. YouTube can do what YouTube is going to do. But all the jokes aside, I do want to thank you all for stopping in. I really do hope you enjoyed it. I have a lot of fun making these videos, and I have a lot of fun hanging out and sharing what's going on. So it's a win-win. If you're enjoying it, I'm enjoying it. It's all good. On that note, I'm going to get out of here. I hope y'all have a fantastic rest of your week. Enjoy the rest of the day, and we will see you back here on Friday for more Space Engineers. As always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody. Oh, so much more stuff. It's crazy how efficient this is. I mean, that is just nuts, having two of these. See, what we do is we make these a 3x3, effectively a 3x3 grid. So it looks, so in fact, it acts like a large drill. And we put like 80 of them side by side, just to like completely eat asteroids.